just one chapter on failure, one moral story that honesty is the best policy, that's not going to work. There has to be full on subject like
Mistakes shouldn't be penalized, it should be celebrated. Because if someone has made a mistake, that means that person has tried.
Everything depends on the child's capability. Maybe he is good or bad in maths, but another side in arts, in some kind of artificial work, in drawing, she can be.
Life doesn't get stopped, um, even when we are facing difficulties.
a mother who gives birth to a child is the biological mother. The teacher is the academic mother. When you go through hardships in life, turbulent chapters, some people they go to faith, hope, God. Okay? And the other side is drug, suicide, bad company. It's really true. It can either take you in a positive direction or in a negative direction. So today we are going to discuss on a very serious subject, that is, why do you think that in school children are not taught about life, the hardships of life, the difficulties, the obstacles that we go through, and the cope up mechanisms? Why is it that we are only taught history, physics, chemistry, biology, English, Bengali? What about life? Because children are very naive, very innocent. So they don't know how to handle life, and life is like a huge challenge. I'm sure all of you know. Now, through experiences, through mistakes, through the hardships, turbulent chapters, we gain maturity, we learn the lessons, and life is, of course, amazing as a teacher. But I think that in school, if children are taught that about failure, hardships, betrayal, then it will be easy for the children to take care of their mental health, to survive, and to sustain. So, what do you think about it? Do you think such a subject should be introduced in the school? Do you think that will help children gain a very strong personality? And many children, they get into drugs, they commit a suicide because they can't handle that hardship of life. Yeah? So what do you have to say about it? Who is going to start? Offline, online, anybody can start. Tapushi wants to start? Fine. So we'll go ahead with Tapushi.
In my case, ma'am, I think that it became very tough for teachers also, because guardians don't allow us for teach their children life lessons, because they gave everything in their hand and the children didn't know how to take care of their things. So guardians are mostly very responsible for this.
Absolutely.
And we never scold them, because the guardian then make objections for this. So our hand had badha.
We are helpless.
We are helpless
Yes.
for this.
Absolutely.
And they always told their child that they should be they should be first in everything. So then they get depressed.
Yes, yes.
So this is very hard for us, that in 2 or 3 hours we have to finish our syllabus, and giving too much time is much difficult for us also.
Very, very valid points coming up from Taposhi. She's a teacher herself. She's trying to motivate the children, give them life lessons, but the cooperation is not coming from the parents' end. That's so true, that parents are, pampering so blindly. They get a tab and a car and everything luxurious. They know that if I lose it, I'll get a new one. So they find life very easy, because parents are spoiling them and showing a very fake perception of life. They're living in a bubble. They have zero knowledge or zero clue how hard life can actually be, because that constant protection, that I won't let you fall, you have to always like not pass, be the topper of the class. That itself is quite a poisonous thought, I would say. We should encourage children that I won't say encourage, we should normalize the concept of failure, because even parents have failed, children will fail and they will fall. So it's like a taboo that I can't fail or I can't do anything like go wrong. Are you understanding? So constantly, if you are in a shell, constant protection, then how you're not seeing the other end of life, you're just seeing the good part. Yes, and you try to help them, you try to scold them, or you try to share the problem with the parents. Their reaction is mera raja beta to kar hi nahi sakta. I know of a recent episode where one parent wanted homework, so we gave the homework. It's very astonishing to see the parents themselves solved the whole thing for the child, because when we asked the child to say, the person could not answer anything. And so it was very clear that the parents want homework, but they are only doing the homework. And when we are complaining, they're saying, or we are like discussing on this matter, they're like, but then he will not be able to write. So we said that let them not write, let them make mistakes, let them just submit blank sheet of paper, but that's how you will grow. Because if you do the stuff on their behalf, then there's no point of giving homework. So they're not ready to see that failure, you know. And very correct. To be a good human being, that's not the priority. You have to be first in everything. So dangerous. Yes, Shomen, those hand is up, and Sanjeev. So let's go one by one. Sanjeev, let's go with you.
Okay, so I think the main reason of the school not teaches us these things is British education system, that everyone agrees. So I think the British they made the education system in that way.
Sorry, it's not clear. What is the main reason?
British education system.
British education system, okay.
So I think, I believe they made the system on that way. So we are in a system to be a slave, to become a slave. After 70 years of independence, we still going for a job and these things. So from the beginning of your life in the school, they made you like a slave. They doesn't teach you
They don't teach you.
They don't teach you about life. They teach you about bookish knowledge, history things, Akbar, Babur. That's I think that's
Okay,
not
sorry to interrupt you here. Do you think Akbar Babur is the British syllabus, or do you think that, say, during your father's time, grandparents' time, I mean, forget about ICSE board or CBSE, the Bengali HS board, so they are also following the British curriculum, you mean?
not a proper way, but the things is after 70 years of independence, the things are same, a little bit same. We are following the same pattern. So these are the things, and this is one of the reasons.
I hate to interfere, but let me tell you one thing, that in UK they prioritize on moral values and how to be a good human being. There's a separate mark sheet on these things. They get your behavior, your grooming, your spiritual values, your manners, your belief system on God. These things are very important. And me also, coming from the convent background, I have experienced that myself. Also, life lessons have been given to us by the teachers. So I would not buy this thought that we are following the British curriculum, so we are the slave, and that's the main reason why life lessons are not taught. It's really not true, because in abroad it's not so theoretical. Anyways, the study is more practical. Number of subjects are very less. They don't do 11 subjects. There's only 2-3 subjects: maths, English, science. This is very basic, you know. And when children come back home, they just play, they hang out with their parents. Lifestyle is very different, not like India where you're going to school the whole day, you come back, go to 9 coaching classes, and you're doing swimming, dancing, this karate, everything. Parents want to make you like all rounder, and then you turn out to be like good for nothing, because jack of all trades, master of none. It's like just because you're born in a Bengali family, you have to learn dancing, you have to learn singing, makes no sense. Yeah, me being a mother, I have a daughter, I have to see what is her forte. Is it that she enjoys dancing? Can she do it? If I see some talent there, some spark, then I will enroll. Otherwise, why should I? So this, I don't think that for the British this is happening.
I'm not saying this is the main reason. This is one of the reason. Like we are following the bookish knowledge. We are not focusing on the practical things. Like in school, we don't go for the like the student talent. Maybe he's good in swimming. Maybe he's good in cricket. So school doesn't promote these things. They go for the bookish knowledge to learn the things. Like to read and write in the exam, and you will pass and you will score a good marks. You are the best student in the class. So these are the things. This is not a major thing, major problem, but it's one of the problem. And the other thing is the parents' involvement is a major concern about the child growth. If the parents are highly educated and they know how to like teach her child about life, so they will like they if they know the how to become a child to grown up like perfectly, so they will do it. If they don't, so if they don't, the child is going to in the wrong direction. That's I wanted to say.
Right. So you're saying that educated parents can guide the children, and they will definitely guide the children, but I don't see that happening. I mean, there are many parents who are supremely educated. I'll just go mute here because so that the audio is clear for everybody. So there are many educated parents, doctors, engineers, teachers, lecturers, so and so, but I don't see that parents sitting down with the children and talking about life and the hardships of life, fake friends, real friends, you know, pretense and all those things, what we actually go through. We absolutely stumble, fail, like nobody like generally shares these things, which should be like marriage is easy, but do you think the parents give you like a lecture on marriage, what a difficult project it's going to be? No, you land up and then you realize. Are you understanding? Like your friend betrays you and then you realize that you can't trust everybody. I mean, you fail in one of the exams or maybe the class and everybody stops talking to you. They isolate you, they boycott you. Parents also say, don't talk to this child. Teachers also do that partiality. The last benchers and the toppers, they have some other priority. So forget about teaching. Parents, teachers, they themselves do such things. Like the topper is great and you know the backbencher, there's this partiality going on. You go to a particular coaching class, then you will definitely pass. If you don't enroll in that coaching class, they will fail you. You don't even get the pass marks. These things happen. These things are so common. So, I mean, what you're saying that they should, but just because teachers and parents are educated, that they're doing it, I don't agree with this because I don't see them doing it. They should. मतलब ठोकरे खाके गिर के मतलब चोट, हाथ टूट गया, पैर टूट गया, एकदम ब्लड शेड हो गया, तब जाके अकल आती है कि भाई ऐसा है, जिंदगी इतना कड़क है, लेकिन टूटना नहीं है, गिव अप नहीं करना है, you know. So don't you think if we get that guidance at the initial stage, that would be just so good? Shomita.
Yes, ma'am. We should incorporate this kind of subject in our syllabus because sometimes backbenchers can manage the things. But who those are like intelligent students, so teachers, parents every time expect that they will be fast in in class. So when they fail or they marks below from in particular subject, they are humiliated. So sometimes when people got less marks and they get humiliated, they also lose confidence. So if we normalize it that yes, some every time we can't be fast, or every time we whatever we want to achieve in our life we can't, if we like understand or we get this knowledge in our early age or at our initial age, then it will be very easy for us. Sometimes
Absolutely, 100% correct. Have you ever seen a teacher when someone has failed? Have you ever seen a teacher saying to the whole class that clap for him? Something like, it might be very funny for audience, but I'm saying that you have to say to the child and to everybody else that listen, you have failed, it's okay to fail. Everybody fails, from Ratan Tata to Mukesh Ambani to Shah Rukh Khan, Amitabh Bachchan, your own parents, me, myself, everyone, we fail. But next time you do better. Don't be scared. Nobody should isolate this candidate. He's
yes,
your friend and he's equally good. Just because this marks he scored less, that doesn't mean that he's any less than you. Okay? So next time he'll give his best shot. So that motivation hardly comes. Parents are also scolding. ऐसा क्यों किया? इतना कम कैसे मिला? You know? इसको देखो, चाचा के बेटे को देखो और वो मौसी की बेटी को देखो. तुमसे इतना अच्छा किया. Comparison, scolding. So how will the child feel?
ma'am, I want to add one more point. In our personal life also, if we fail in something or we are not doing in something, so we don't like share or ask like advice from our like our aunties, uncles, this person, that person. We should solve on our own, because when we share this problem, they actually don't like less our problem, they make it bigger, they tell the problem to others, so multiply our problem. So we should solve our problems like in a close room. If the problem like
Yes,
family,
I understand. In closed room, but how will you solve your problem if you are not given that training from the childhood stage? From the childhood level, when you are given that training, then you can, solve your stuff and motivate yourself, do your self counseling. But otherwise, what do? You're helpless, you're clueless.
yes ma'am, we are helpless, clueless, but I personally feel that we should take advice from expertise, like there are counselor. If the money problem then the problem is different, but we should ask from expertise, not like like take a person and take advice. This is a very bad idea. We
Yes,
should.
correct. But you're going out of the topic. Never go out of the topic. You're going out of the topic. In a GD, you go out of the topic, you get minus marks. You're going to a psychiatrist, counselor. Yes, counseling expert means a psychiatrist. I mean, what she's saying is that you should go to an expert like a psychiatrist who is pro in this department. You cannot go to a random potato. Okay, that is true. But you're going out of the topic. Okay. Next, Dheeraj.
Good evening, everyone. So just like if we think I think of anyone saying that schools, college and our education system did not taught us the term like hardship of life and how to deal with failure and moral education of life. So I think we are wrong, because from first standard to till my MBA, I did not learn this term directly, but there are so many topics and chapter in our syllabus which taught us this term indirectly. Just like we had learned the chapter of learning from failure in our third standard, and also good habit terms like good habits in the first standard. So these are the term which are try to taught us the term like hardship of life and how to deal with the failure and the moral education. So there is no lag in our education pattern. There is a lag in our education system because the teacher and the parent not able to narrate the meaning of the any chapter purposefully. Just like someone learn from the history that A is a father of B and this battle is held in 2026. But what my teacher taught us that if any king is failed in any war, so what might be the reason why he failed. So by the way by the way narrating the story and the cause of anything, the teacher are able to taught me like the term of like hardship of the life and how to deal in your life, how to deal with your problem in the life.
The thing is, just one chapter on failure, one moral story that honesty is the best policy, that's not going to work. There has to be full on subject, like you're studying physics for every class, you're studying that. Mental health is not a Sunday program or a Wednesday brunch. You need to take care of your health, overall health, and especially mental health, because your brain is connected with everything else. Are you understanding? Most of the diseases that is happening, it's all connected with your brain. For instance, say a heart attack or stroke, like a whole bunch of diseases, even cancer also. Like I have studied this, they're saying that if you are irritated for something, you're angry on something, you're frustrated, sad, or under stress, you're unable to manage that stress, it invites cancer. Stress invites thyroid, stress invites sugar, pressure, everything else. So are you understanding? So mental health, I will repeat, is not just a weekly show that once a week you just do 1 hour session, it's okay. No, every single day this should be taught to the children. And what happened in the Panipat war, who won and who lost, in this way children don't relate, because when the child is failing in say class 1, everybody they stop talking with the child. Teacher is also showing all this discrimination, parents are scolding, you are being taught that science is the best subject for you. If you take commerce or arts, you're a failure, total loser, you must get a government job or else you are good for nothing, or a doctor or an engineer. What is this? So the point is, are you understanding? Just one moral story or indirectly in the history, why the king lost, why the king won, it's fine, but it's not enough. It's not enough. There has to be a lot of emphasis on mental health, on, how to love yourself, all these things. So that's how I feel. Next, okay, Shomindo, for a long time you want to speak. Let's see.
So I think that there's a taboo in our society that these issues that we are discussing about today shouldn't be talked about, or people do not give much importance to these issues because they think eventually in life when kids will grow up, they will learn about it. But this is not the case. So if they are not informed about these things, so when they face this harsh reality of life, so sometimes some kids they overcome these things very easily, but some find it very difficult, and that time we can see that mental health issues and all everything. And another thing that which I feel that our previous generations, they do not have had that kind of privileges. They didn't have these kind of privileges that these issues were not highlighted in their era, and similarly they think that these issues are not that much important, or these are not topics to be taught about. So that is the thing. So that is, I think, the generation gap, and it should be covered up, and people should know about the importance of it. And another information which I know, and I think that I should share here, that in government schools recently, when I say recently, I mean from last few years, government has introduced this kind of report cards that like in that report card, teachers have to fill out everything, every like minute details about students, like what's their faith, what the student like to eat, what they do in their free time, like every small details, like to know about this kid, to know about the student pretty much better.
Excellent.
Yeah, but this is not implemented well. Like I know
Okay.
some of the government school teachers, they say that these things, I mean this process is too much lengthy, that uh, teachers, they do not do their job properly. I mean they are so tired that they just take this report card. So these are hand filled report cards, not online. So these all physical work. So what they do this kind of, I mean they, while filling up, they randomly fill it with their own information. Like they do not ask their children that what according to the question, they do not ask for the answer, they just fill it by themselves, because there's no scrutiny, no checks about that. So this is just a process they have to follow, they are following. And they are also, I mean, concerned about it when I asked them that why aren't they doing their job properly, because it's their job, they have to do it. So they're saying that like from last few years their salary has not been increased, and these are all government's conspiracy to keep them busy in their work, so they cannot protest against the government, like that. So as I said, like government has made this kind of initiatives, but it's not implemented in a proper way, because nobody when I was in school 10 years ago, 12 years ago, and if I go now, I will see the still every process is same, nothing has changed. Though I mean the government has tried to change the process, but the implementation is not there. That is one thing. And another thing that you also discussed about, that failures, that in our society, like uh, also, I mean not only teachers, also parents, they want their kid to be the first in everything, like that, and if they make mistakes they are penalized. So one thing, uh, I believe that mistakes shouldn't be penalized, it should be celebrated, because if someone has made a mistake, that means that person has tried, and if we do not encourage the try, the person won't try again. So that is the thing. So also many famous people in their speeches, they have said this, that if we penalize failures, the person will stop trying, and eventually the person will never be successful, because the person has stopped trying. So keep the person trying. You have to I mean uh, advertise, or you have to celebrate the failures, that yes,
Yes.
you have tried, that's why you have failed. So these changes should be done mentally, because with speech, or just with actions, it shouldn't be, it cannot be possible. So it should be done by teachers, by society, and this should be appreciated. That's how it will grow eventually.
Absolutely. So, various points highlighted there. Number one, that these topics are considered taboo. It's true. Hardly people discuss on such things. They think about that. It doesn't strike the human mind that we can think on this and then work on this. First of all, is that. Secondly, the government think the initiation is very good, that what you are saying, knowing the candidate, because in most schools teachers, they don't know about the children, what is, say, his strength or his weakness. You must know as a teacher. A mother who gives birth to a child is the biological mother. The teacher is the academic mother. When I'm sending my daughter to a school, I'm giving the whole responsibility is the school authorities over there. She's just a 2-year-old or say a 3-year-old. Nowadays, children are going at say 1.5. So if you are not, the teachers are not having that compassion and love, then there's no point, right? So yes, that guidance is very, very crucial. One more point I must add on here that Shomindo was sharing, that some children can handle the difficulties smartly and some they fail. So I would like to say that when you go through hardships in life, turbulent chapters, some people, they go to faith, hope, God. Okay? And the other side is drug, suicide, bad company. It's really true. It can either take you in a positive direction or in a negative direction. Okay. More Priya.
So I think this is the responsibility of teachers and also parents to teach us that life doesn't get stopped. Even when we are facing difficulties, we can improve ourselves and get to that position that we want to, and we should believe something like the God or not, but we should believe in ourselves and have faith on our competencies and grow our skills so that we can reach to that point, to our dream, we can crack our dream job or something like that. So I think it should be teach through from an early age, so that we can handle our depression and failure in a better way.
Okay, fair enough. This is correct. So she's talking about investing on yourself, skill development, making yourself strong, like prioritizing your own self to be a strong person so that you can handle your professional, personal life smoothly. Correct. Okay. Next, Ushoshi.
According to me, ma'am, but obviously education system is should know about the child's capability, ability, that everything from the beginning in our mind, that it is said that you have to do good, score good marks in school, you have to be disciplined. Obviously, you have to be disciplined, but good score, good marks is not. Everything depends on the child's capability. Maybe he is good or bad in maths, but another side in arts, in some kind of artificial work, in drawing, she can be best. So this is also a talent of her, so that could not be recognized in school also, because in school they are saying that no, he is not doing good performance in parent teachers call. So everything is happening nowadays, everything is bookish system. So never taught the child that failure is the success, failure is the main gateway to success. If you don't fail in your life, so you don't get the experience. What we get in fail, we can get lot of experience. That's one of my relatives. The child is only 7 years. He lives in outside out of India. So there is socialization. Everything has been taught in school, but at home this is very important. When he 1.5 and 3 years, there's failure, because I have seen if he lose any match or game, he started crying. He can't take the fail. Oh, I am failing. He is on. I will guide others. No one will guide me. These kind of things are on his head from this now. But this should be taught in home also. Yes, you can be failed, someone also be good, better than you, but you are also better than everyone is better than their position. So you are not, you have born in a special capability, and another is another capability. It is only education, not only education. They can be in music. If a boy, he don't interest in football, the parents are forcefully giving us, they have to learn football because he is born to be as a boy. But I saw him, he's more interested in music. So this is all the things that start from beginning from the house, because the child after the school he came back to home. But if the home environment also a competitive exam, oh you got that marks, but he is more faster than you. So these things are already input our it's affecting in our minds in all of ways. So I think that life taking test you every second from the beginning to at the end. So we have to handle it our own way rather than obviously a family, a parents is also a teacher of ours, because they are the first teacher who taught us, who think they also give the simple the if you fail then you will have the another way is also open for you. So will not, if you fail again and again, so try to do, if you don't do this then do another things. This thing also taught by home. That is my point, ma'am. I want to say that, ma'am.
Absolutely correct. Right.
Another
Yes.
thing that maybe I am rude. Parents are think that children will complete their dream, but this is not done. They are born to fulfill her or his dream, not the incomplete dream of their parents. This is not. You should not expect from the child. Maybe
Yes.
I'm rude in this.
Incomplete. Correct. Not the incomplete dream of the parents. Absolutely. This happens. Mrs. Patra.
One thing I will tell that children should learn not only from school, from society, from family, from everywhere. There are so many poems in primary section and even high secondary section also. So many poems they have to learn. That means প্রভাতে উঠে আমি মনে মনে বলি সারাদিন আমি যেন ভালো হয়েছি। So many Rabindranath Tagore's Nozrul's and so many. সুরুন্নর বসু's poetries আকাশ আমায় শিক্ষা দিল উদার হতে বাইরে। সুতরাং so from sky, from wind, from sea, from soil, we can learn many things. But they're mugging, and at the age of 7 or 8, they can't imagine what is good and what is bad. But if each class has a period of moral ethics, if they are taught the moral ethics, they must do good. For example, I am telling you, in our spoken English classes, which discussion we do, I think every student must gain a moral sense and moral ethics. And beautiful topics are discussed here. So,
Thank you so much.
yes, and the main example is my daughter. She is a very childish. She was very childish. But after joining your class, he is getting something, and what we are telling, not hearing. She is expressing her mentality, her wish, everything. So I think in every class there should be a period for moral ethics.
Exactly.
The child should learn something, and they learn in school, and when they're coming from school to their home, their home's atmosphere, their environment's atmosphere is not good. How they will learn? At Hami cinema, in the movie Hami, there for a certain one child has kisses the girlfriend, and for that reason two mothers warned each other and with চুলের মুঠি ধরে আর কি
Snatch their hair, each other's hair, and they were doing a cat fight. Yeah.
At the end of the year, the teachers taught the guardians that they may share their food, but don't take it in uh, not adult. Don't take it as an adult behavior. It's an
Right.
emotion.
Yes, absolutely. I get it. Beautiful points there. And like the poetry that Mrs. Patra is talking about, that's true. And this brings me to Dheeraj's point that, there are some golden chapters, as you were saying, but the teachers are not teaching that in a very, like a life lesson. Because as Mrs. Patra is also saying that they are trying to finish the syllabus. So it's more of mugging up. সো মেনি অনেক কবিতা আছে যেরকম বিপদে মোরে রক্ষা করো এ নহে মোর প্রার্থনা বিপদে আমি না যেন করি ভয় I should not be scared of danger, right? I should be able to cope up with danger. So these are beautiful lessons, but the problem also, you can't blame the teachers because the syllabus is so much that there is hardly time for them to finish it. Everybody is running. So quality always wins over quantity. I feel you can cut down the syllabus, reduce it, right? So that there can be quality education. Education in the wholesome angle and meaning, the proper education, not just mugging up and finishing the syllabus. And as she added, as I also said, that not just one poem or not just like a story of the or a chapter from history, it should be a subject where daily you're studying. Are you understanding? That point also has been highlighted by Mrs. Patra, that this value education subject should be a constant. There should be a proper subject. Luckily in our school, value education we have studied throughout my school life, 11, 12. Surprisingly, also let me tell you, in my graduation for college also, value education is a must in convent schools and colleges. So we've studied that from nursery till the higher studies. It's mandatory. That's why I'm saying it's important. Let the children understand. Don't go for validation. Don't try to please people. You can't satisfy everything. We learn this after a certain age. Why not just make them realize? Like there's an autistic child, I see other children making fun of them. Why? Please tell your children that we are all different individuals here. Some may be extrovert, some may be introvert, but we are all different and beautiful in our own ways. Failure point, of course, has been highlighted multiple times. We have to normalize. It is one of the inevitable chapters of life. You just can't avoid it. Why is it ignored when it is so much inevitable? So you have to go through that. Otherwise you don't get success, right? So all these things, all these lessons, that every subject, as Ushoshi is saying, if someone is good in drawing, why aren't you appreciating the child? Someone may be a beautiful, say in terms of reading skill is fabulous, communication skill is good, behavior is fantastic, attitude is good. Why is it not highlighted? So first of all, we the teachers have to understand this. Parents also have to understand it. And I think let's just not dump our children in the pothole of danger by guarding. Let us discuss in a very easy way, simplified way about life and how to deal with life and how to survive, how to be happy and healthy, so that children are able to take care of their mental health. And if your mental health is great, you will be happy and you can survive.
When my daughter gave HS, her result was not good enough. She was a good student, not too much good. She never stood first, second or third. But she was a very good daughter for me. And I always told her that you are the best daughter. But in HS, she got only 69%. And she fell very low because in lockdown, there may be some problem. We could not review our papers. So CBSE made so many problems. Her result was very bad. 69% is not good enough for CBSE. So she was very low. But that day I made fried rice and chili chicken for her and said that everything will be okay. And we went for a vacation also. And after 3 years, she took BCA. She didn't took BTech. That her confidence was very low. She told that I will not carry this. So she took BCA and maintained the subject. Also she took BCA, and we always support her. That yes, and I am very glad to share with you that my daughter got 2 jobs. Wow! This time, and after June or July, she will got final call. Yes. And the most her company is also very good. One is Wipro and another is TCS. Fantastic. So yes, sometime their decision also good. Yes. Very good. Absolutely. And
I would we are running out of time. I must 1 minute. So congratulations. I will give you time. Let me congratulate her. So congratulations, Tapushi, and I'm so happy that you're doing this parenting job, which is so tough, very tactfully, proficiently. Congratulations. Yes, Mrs. Patra.
About the failure, Tagore has told in a poetry that monere aaj kahoje bhalo mondo jahai ashuk sotyer elao sahoje. So failure is the pillar of success we have learned from our education. So failure must come, but so many sportsmen, so many actor, actress, they go for a bad moment, but they became struggle and came back.
Absolutely. সবাই যারা বড় আজকে legendary personalities A to Z from every sector, they have all failed, miserable failures. ঠিক আছে, like Einstein থেকে শুরু করে সব। কিন্তু কথা হচ্ছে যে failures are the pillars of success, এটা মুখস্থ করলে তো হবে না। Failures are the pillars of success we are learning from childhood, but you have to actually, through the teachers and parents behavior, code of conduct, proper এটাকে ইমপ্লিমেন্টও করতে হবে। একটা ডায়লগ সবাই খুব মুখস্থ করছে, কিন্তু তার রিয়ালিটিতে চারপাশে ফেলিয়ার মানে অচ্ছুত, আনটাচেবল, ওর সাথে মিশো না, কথা বলো না, ও দূরে, as if the person is like God knows what, some dirty insect, contagious, some virus like a COVID virus. That's how they are treated, and it is obnoxious. I completely condemn that behavior. So beautiful discussion as usual. Thank you so much for participating, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye. Good night.